And we are live. What's going on, everybody? So before I see who's in here, did y'all see the name or the thumbnail on the live stream? I was kind of kicking around an idea of the social hour. Now, I don't know if I'm going to name the live stream that or not, but I am kicking it around. Ken, Bluegrass Ken, actually come up with that name. And then so did two other people. So I was like, man, 3 people come up with that without me telling them, hey, what do you think about this name? So there might be something to it. So anyway, guys, if you didn't, I'm thinking about calling this a social hour. Everybody give me your thoughts. And just let me know your thoughts and videos and here, whatever. But anyway. So who do we got tonight? We've got Bearded Wolf. We've got E-Rock. What's going on, E-Rock? Vato, which I knew Vato would be here, but he didn't claim first. That's very strange. We got Chops. Mrs. Mix in here. Sober Chef Eric. There's my mod, Mr. Ron. Is it rated G? That's all I'm going to say. Who else we got? Yeah, there's some people not talking. Oh, well, anyway. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Tonight we have got Christopher, the beautiful bastard from tctbnl. Chris, how you doing, brother?
Not too bad, you sexy Oklahoma mother effer you. Look at that hunk of red man meat right there. That's all I'm saying.
So it's kind of funny that you say that. Can you imagine... Or could you imagine that I could actually turn more red than I already normally am? Pete, what's up, man?
No.
I got wind burnt yesterday.
Oh, my God, the hat line in it. Wow.
Yeah. So I got home last night, and my little girl asked me 3 times. She was like, why are you so red right now? And I was like, Sissy, I'm always red. And she was like, she didn't say nothing. She walked off. She come back. She's like, you're really red. I was like, I'm always really red. What are you talking about? And then I go in there to shave my head, and I pull my hat off, and I was like, oh, my God, it can get worse. Holy crap. I didn't know it could get worse. Suisana, what's up, man? Brian, how's it going? Who else we got? Bearded Tap Matt. What is up, my brother?
Hey, everybody in the chat. Hope y'all are in for a good one tonight.
Saint Mick and Father Time.
Father Time. Billy, shaky. I got you, brother.
Did you see Billy Rogers' stories that he did on me and Jay Cruz last night?
No, I kind of missed it.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. It was horrible.
And there's my favorite Marine, Eric Kennedy. What's up, devil dog?
Oh, Eric's in here, huh? I can't believe somebody would let him in here, but whatever.
They're slippery. They just kind of sneak in, you know?
Right? Yeah, that is a common occurrence in here. So check this out. Let's see if I can. Okay, so it's not this one. Hang on. Let me see if I can come up to the next one.
And hey, Vato, I see you, bro, but I don't have a wrench on his channel, so Cruz gets to run.
Well, he might have took him down. Wait. Oh, that's... Hang on.
See, there you go. Giving Ken more credit, I tell you.
What in the world is it doing?
They're up till 11. Okay, they're shaky. I'll get you.
Let me see here. Let's see if it'll roll through there. If everybody... Can y'all see that, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if it'll roll through here. For some reason, it's not letting me... It's going to everybody's story.
There's Ron looking all kinds of happy right there.
Well... Oh, that's how you do it. All right, here we go.
Well, back
all right,
one.
so there's...
Oh, no. All right, sorry.
There it is. So that was mine.
Nice.
Let's see if we can find... There's Jay Cruz. I wish I could share the sound. It will not share the sound. Oh, yeah, it will.
You know he put that snow in his beard, right? Yeah. You know he did. He's sitting out there just... And he's talking to his cousins. He's like, all right. You good? You good? All right, roll.
Give me a wrench. Oh, yeah, Vato booted me and Billy last night. He tried to act like he didn't do it, but I know he did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Getting deep in here.
Right. Oh, there's my kid. See, look, she said, I told you. And then she said, I told you again. And then she said, What a goof.
Nice.
Give Billy a wrench. You know what? Okay, so check this out. I can't give somebody a wrench until I'm off lives. I don't know why. So
Really?
I have to go back to old videos in order to give people a wrench. It will not work.
Wow.
Just sitting here like this. It will not work.
You can't pull up like your YouTube analytics, go into the live and see whatever. I mean, it's about process, but
right. I tried that once, and every time I clicked on their name, like I opened a new tab, all that, and every time I tried that, it was like it was not my channel. You know what I mean? It was like I was looking at somebody else's channel, even though I was in there. You know, I don't know what it.
You might want to listen to your daughter. Don't make her come get you. Girls are vicious. I got 2 of them. They're vicious, man.
You're right. Oh God, Ron boot Mick for me. Hey, Ron's got my back. Ron's got my back. I promise you that. Pete, I am drinking. You know what? It's not very big. It's called Vape Tricks. It is a cherry aged sour beer, is what it is. It's
Nice.
it's a sour beer aged on cherries.
Nice.
It's actually made here locally. It's pretty famous, dude. There's guys in Florida in the community that have actually tried this. So I was like,
I was going to say, are we talking Oklahoma famous or outside the state?
I think it's outside the state. Yeah. Yeah. So the brewery is actually at an Italian restaurant.
Oh, wow.
There's this really famous Italian restaurant like that all the presidents and stuff when they go to Dallas to do speeches and stuff like that. They usually stop at this Italian restaurant. And the reason they do that is because it has private rooms. So when you go there, you sit in your own room. They can secure that pretty easily. You know what I mean? It would be a lot harder for a gunman to get in something that has one door other than an open dining area.
Right.
But movie stars, this, that, the whole 9 yards, and they opened a brewery and they started making chalk beer here several years ago, right? And it caught on, even though it's not that good. Their chalk, dude, I've had homemade chalk. Like I live in the Italian capital of Oklahoma for sure, or really close to it. And the homemade chalk, dude, that is something to experience there. It wasn't bad, but I'm sure it's good to everybody else that hasn't had, I got a guy that he lives actually in my town. He makes like 10 different varieties of chalk, so, I've had good chalk anyway. So anyway, their brewery's just been getting bigger and bigger. Now they actually have 2 facilities. Their regular facility at the restaurant, and then they opened up a bigger one where they do the mass-produced stuff. But all the stuff that you get locally still comes from the restaurant.
Fat Tire is pretty good, Pete.
Woo! Good brands.
That's fancy.
Italian. Why are you eating chalk?
It's better than
chalk beer. CHOC. Everybody thinks it's an Italian thing, and supposedly it's a Choctaw thing, Native American deal. But I don't know. When I taste it, I think Italian. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Dude, I'm Irish. We don't taste. Everything is bland. They boil the crap out of everything, Yep. Everything is
bland. Guys, I've always wanted to sit down and talk with Chris about the step parent blogs, and I really don't even know what I'm going to ask him about, you know.
Bring it all, bro.
But I've always just wanted to just talk about. I don't even know what to ask, you know. I'm a step parent myself, you know. So, and I just always thought it was neat that, you know what I mean. What's up, Gary? Slammed with work. Well, he said, "God bless Texas."
Enjoy that overtime, Gary.
Let me come up with a little something here, because like I said, I mean, I didn't come up with no questions about the step parent blog because I don't even know what to ask, but I just, like I said, I just think it's really interesting that you would think to start a step parent blog. Like, I'm sure somebody somewhere has also done it. They might not do it regularly. I mean, I'm sure it's been done before, but I've never seen it. So I guess the most basic question of all, what would inspire someone to start a step parent blog?
Actually, if you look at the very first one in that playlist, it's called Step Parent Discussion. I read an article in a magazine, and it basically broke down like this. If you're a step parent, you don't have to love your stepchildren. It's okay not to love them. And it was that switch thing inside you. I'm like, how stupid are you?
Yep.
You know, I've been honest about everything with being a step parent. I did not like my son at first because of how he was, what was happening, everything around him.
Yep.
But that's gone, you know, and I love him. I'd kill for him. I love him as if I created him, you know?
Right.
The greatest compliment I ever got was, if I didn't know you weren't their parent, I would swear up and down, their maker, I would swear up and down you were.
Yep.
And this sounds so ridiculous, but when you're dating the mom, and don't read into this, guys, you're also dating the kids, because that parent, you know, that mom is going to look at you. Is this a potential dad figure? Is this a potential partner? Is this someone who's going to be there? And the kids are part of that deal. Now, the brat, not the one you met in the green room, the cuteness factor, but the brat who's downstairs, her and I bonded like that. The moment we met, everything was right there, you know?
Right.
My son, it took a while. But reading that article about you don't have to love them, nope. Mm-mm.
Yep.
Hey, Tyson, how you doing, man? Hey,
what's up, man?
How you doing, bro? I see you in here. But yeah, that's what inspired me, because I had, it's gonna sound so bad. When I got with my better half, I had no idea how to be a parent, ever.
Yeah, well, same here.
Yeah, and
same here.
I've failed more than anything else, and I thought, why not talk about failures? Why not talk about successes? People like real life stuff, and if anybody can be inspired by anything, okay, great. And it's weird when I've done some rants against deadbeat parents. Moms have reached out and been like, "You're the one that families need. You're the one that's standing up. I wish I could find someone like that." And I'm like, my better half picked me off a scrap pile. All right. You know?
You picked me off a scrap pile. That's actually pretty good. And, you know, I think just parenting in general, it doesn't have to be step parenting or regular parenting, it is a series of failures that the aim is to have one success. You know what I mean? So you've got thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of little failures that lead into one single success, hopefully lead into one single success.
Yeah.
God forbid the worst should happen. You should lose a child, you know, anything, you know, the child doesn't turn out to be a good, upstanding citizen, you know, or, you know, just any, you get what I'm saying with that, you know? So, I mean, I think that's a good way to put that. It's a series of little, small, mostly unimportant failures that lead into it's kind of a path. You know what I mean? It kind of leads into a big success, a bunch of small failures that lead into to a major success. You know, I think that's a good way to put that. Somebody can put it better. I mean, there's people that have said it much better than that. But to me, that's kind of, when you said that, that's kind of what comes to mind. So,
bro, I freely admit I have failed more than I've succeeded. But it's like I've told my kids, when we fail, we come together as a family. We move forward as a family. We work as a family. When we succeed, we celebrate as a family because we're all a part of this. Yeah. And to me, you only really fail when you're like, I'm done.
Yep.
God, how can I put it? I'm not proud of this, and I actually told my better half in the beginning, can't we just give him back to his biological dad, and we can just be you, me, and Amber? But that day, and I've talked about this in my step-parent stuff, when he walked in that room and asked me to be his dad, you want to talk about everything breaking down inside you. The kid wasn't even in kindergarten yet, and he asked me to be his dad, and you're just like, wow.
Yep.
And I still remember I told him to get out of the room for like 5 minutes and come back and ask me again, because I needed that moment where you're like, okay, hold it in. We got this. We got this.
I got you on that for sure.
Yeah,
I got you on that one for sure. Whenever me and my wife, when we were dating, actually the very first time we dated, her son, he was tiny. I mean, he was a year and a half, maybe. And then fast forward 4 or 5 years, he was 6 or 7, something like that. Now, you know what? He was younger than that because we've been together now for 12 years and he just turned 17. So
she's been with you for 12 years?
Yeah. We've been married for 5.
You're a saint. You're a saint, Mrs. Mick. That's all I'm going to say. A saint.
I'm not 100% sure. She's probably listening. So if she don't respond, I'm pretty sure she heard you because they're out selling Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, that's right. We got to talk about that later.
Okay. But when we first got together, the second time, we'll just fast forward to that because the first time it was a pretty short little relationship. But the second time, I always liked him, but I noticed there was some things about him. And then one day it hit me, dude, it hit me like a ton of bricks. What was wrong with this kid? He had been raised by only women.
Yeah.
Okay. And now listen, I am in no way, shape, or form bad-mouthing or dogging on single mothers. Okay. But he had my wife's mother, his Nana, which is his dad's mom.
Yep.
And yes, he did have a couple of grandfathers, but the two main sources of his raising at that point were his mother and his Nana, his dad's mother. Believe it or not, they actually lived next door to each other. So he could, and he was really lucky in that regard. He could go back and forth. He could spend the night with Nana anytime he wanted. He kind of had free reign. So he was lucky in that regard that he did have more than just his mother in his life. But it dawned on me really quickly. I was like, you know what? There's not a male role model anywhere, hardly not a significant one anywhere in his life. I was like, and this sounds bad, but he was a sissy. You could just thump him and he'd cry, "Oh, it hurt me so bad." that whole thing. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. And this is going to get kind of disgusting, but anyway, we were eating in the car, right? And he farted. And I was like, and in my mind, I thought, did nobody teach him better than this? Or are they spoiling him too bad? Or just does he know he gets to do what he wants to do or what? I'm like, I got this. And mind you, we'd been together for not a year, but 6 or 8 months, and I had kind of kept my mouth shut, and I kind of felt like my wife thought that maybe I didn't like him, and it wasn't that I didn't like him, but I kind of knew what needed to be done, And that right there, it set me off. And I told him, I rolled the window down first, and he threw a fit. Oh, it's getting in my eyes. There's air getting in my eyes. And I told him, right, Eric, but in Oklahoma, you don't do that shit when you're eating or at the table. That's just how that is.
Yeah.
So I kind of got on him a little bit, not too bad. Rolled the window up. He done it again and started laughing. So I rolled every window in the car down, and when he started crying, I turned around and I laid into him. I was like, hey! I give him a little butt chewing, and I am not kidding. The next time I had to chew him out, and I didn't even really have to chew him out, was like 8 years later. He was like...
Well, and that's... God, this is going to sound so bad. I hate that term toxic masculinity, okay?
Right.
I hate those guys that are out there that act like everybody owes them everything. Women are supposed to sleep with them when they go, you, me, now.
Right.
But there's also times when I met my son, he was raised by idiots. All right. I love my better half, but her picker isn't that good. I still wonder why the fuck she picked me, but when I met him, within 5 minutes, he drew his fist back and hit his mom in the stomach as hard as possible.
I've heard this story.
Yeah. And
yes,
inside of me, how I was raised, I'm like, kill the kid, kill the kid. When he drew back again, I put him on the floor and I was right on top of him going, you never, ever. Yep. And I had to realize that I had to unscrew what he was taught in order to put better things in his head.
Right.
Now, for anybody in the chat thinking, oh, Chris, yeah, you're perfect. No, I fuck up more than I succeed. But there's certain skills I think men need, and they need to be taught early in order to help get themselves moving forward. That's
a fact. That is a fact. And now that I think about it, whenever this little incident right here happened, I think at first my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, she looked at me like she was fixing to lay into me, and I guess I just give her that look like, trust me on this, you don't want to take up for him right now. And so and this is all happening, all at the same time. He's looking at his mama like, save me! Why are you letting this man, chew my butt? And she was like, no. And she told him, she kind of got on him too, and it was like something clicked now. And I'm sure everybody says this, but I'm dead serious about this. We're extremely lucky with him.
Yeah.
There has been one incident, and it's been very recently, that has made me question what's this kid doing? Other than that, everything, I mean, he's a pretty damn good kid. And I mean, luckily his dad's in his life now. I never want to see a kid go without a father or a mother. If they have a step parent along with that, hey, that's great. That's totally fine. He would see his dad on and off when he was little. I know when at one point it had been like a year and a half since he had even spoke to his dad. That's not the case now. Actually, he lives with his dad now. They live down there in he's always went to the same school.
Yeah.
And when we moved back to my hometown, he didn't want to switch schools. And, his dad had really stepped up, so we was like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. Plus he's driving now, and the good thing about I give him one of my trucks. So I'm kind of an old junky truck collector. So I give him one of my old junky trucks. And so the good thing about that is if he don't want to come see his mama can say, well, bring my truck back then and you can leave. So, you know how teenage kids are. I mean, he's a 17-year-old kid. But he's believe it or not, he's actually a pretty good kid. And that is very rare in this part of Oklahoma. Very rare.
See, that's the one thing I hate from my children. Amber, my older daughter, hasn't seen her biological dad since she was 2 months old. And the worst part is, like, the last time he saw her, he's holding her. And I'm talking to my better half across the room, and she's moving to see me. And I'm like, That should tell you something, dude, because you need to be around your child.
Right.
My son hasn't seen his donor or talked to him in maybe 7 years.
Yeah.
And he tried playing this game about, well, Chris isn't allowed to do anything with Caden. Chris isn't allowed to talk to him. Chris isn't allowed to discipline him. Chris isn't allowed to do this. I'm like, the motherfucker, do your job.
Then do your job. Yep.
I'm like,
that simple.
Yeah, I'm like, you stepped aside. I'm right here.
Yep. Now, I will say this, and I'm a little bit guilty of what you're saying in reverse. Okay, so technically, I have been in I call him my son. I've been in my son's life longer than his real father, right?
Yeah.
So I was kind of that way in reverse. So, like, you know, I'm like, you okay? I mean, you know, did you get your butt whooped, anything? Tell me if you did, you know. And normally it's the other way around. Normally it would be his dad, you know, you ain't allowed to do this, you ain't allowed to do that. And instead it was kind of me kind of doing that to his real dad. And I had to kind of, you know, I probably only brought it up vocally a few times. And I probably thought it to myself more than anything, you know. But I know I did kind of vocalize it a couple of times, and I probably shouldn't have. But at the same time, I mean, I still kind of feel like he's my responsibility.
Well, yeah,
you know, no matter what. I mean,
yeah, you're in his life. You're a father figure. You're there. You know, it's one of those that I've said it before. I live in fear every day that the biological donors are going to get their heads out of their butt and try to take my kids away. And I'm like, you have no idea what kind of fight you're in for.
Right.
You know, I mean, I love Amber, but she literally said one day, yeah, mommy bought you from the daddy store because I liked you. That's what she believed, you know? And
that's good.
Like,
that's a good one.
But it's like, no, baby, you know, this and that. Love you, Diva. Flat out love you, Diva.
That is a fact. My mom, that's the only thing I've ever heard her call her real dad.
Yeah.
I've never even heard her say his name. I know his name, but I've never even heard her use it.
You've heard me say this before, Mick, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I didn't care if I lived or died until I met my family, and then I found a reason to live. And those kids saved my life.
Right. Yep.
You know?
So now you've got one child of your own, right?
Yep.
And then you have 3 stepchildren or 2?
Actually, if you want to look at it, 5.
You got 5 stepchildren. Oh, okay.
My better half has 6 total.
Okay.
So 2 of them live with us. 2 of them live in the area, and 1's in the Navy.
Oh, so she's got grown. Okay. All right.
Yeah. She's got grown ass kids. You know, so we've got her middle boy over for the weekend. So everyone's downstairs having pizza and playing PlayStation and doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Awesome.
I've got, yeah, Ron, thank you. I've got her middle daughter and her middle son that live with me, and those are mine that I consider mine because I've had a hand in their life for about a decade. Yeah, coming up on a decade now.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's.
Well, I mean, you know, that's good. I mean, they're lucky to have you, I think.
Yeah, they keep telling me. I'm like, so why are you trying to kill me? You see all this gray? That's because of you, little bastards, you know?
Yeah, right.
It's a single blade. Really? A single blade?
Huh. I'll have to check that out, Pete.
Yeah, because like aren't most safety razors just single blades?
Well, okay, so a real traditional safety razor is actually this. Have you ever heard anybody use the term a double edge razor?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's technically a traditional safety razor and a double edge razor. They're the same thing. So they've got the blade on either side. It's got the half moon shaped top. Now, there's companies, man, there's some pretty innovative companies out there, just like there is in the beard community. There's one it's everything just like a double edged safety razor, but it's only a single edge razor. It's really cool. You know, it's called a Leaf, and there's hundreds of others. Most of your single edge razors take what they call an artist club style blade, and it's it's more or less one of the paint scraper blades.
Okay.
But believe it or not, there's actually two different grades. There's a shaving grade, and then there's a scraping grade, or whatever they call it, a utility grade. So you don't ever want to put a utility box knife blade in a freaking razor, and even though it'll fit, you don't want to shave with it. They're not sharp enough. It'll screw you up.
That'd be a bad experience.
Yeah. It's funny how many people we all meet and may influence and have a positive impact on. It took me getting real sick a few years ago to see that. Yeah, Pete, I agree with that, man. I agree with that. I mean, I'm glad you're okay, but you know, sometimes it takes a negative, you know, something negative happening.
Yeah, turn negative into a positive. Exactly.
You know, sometimes it takes a negative to make a positive. You know, that's not always the case, but you know, sometimes that's just how it is.
Yeah, or sometimes you can have a little bit of fun. Like my friendship with Bearded Life Joe began because I was mocking him in his YouTube videos. Joe in the beginning, when he was doing stuff, would sit and go, okay. Whenever he couldn't figure out how to transition, he'd go, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I swear to God, I'm going to play a drinking game on your next video. Every time you say okay, I'm going to take a shot. So instead,
I remember that.
Yeah. So instead of Joe being all butthurt about it, whatever, oh my God, him and Nick sat down. They're like, so we had this comment in our last video, and this is how we're going to respond. Okay. And they did that for like 45 seconds. And I'm like, that's a brother. That's a brother right there, you know?
Yeah. Hey, so if Jay Cruz comes back in here, one of you mods boot him.
Susana, I actually just got it in today, a little Civivi. I've never had this company before, and I figured I'd try them out.
Okay.
So that's what I've been carrying.
So I know you'll do a review on that, but I do have one question about that, just from the look of it. Is that a stationary blade, or is it a folder?
It's folder.
It's a folder? Okay. So the other way you were holding it, it almost looked like a stationary.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hold on. Yeah,
right. It looks like a stationary right there almost.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I think I've showed you, I've got a couple of these Raven Crest.
Raven Tactical's a pretty good company.
Raven Crest Tactical. Yeah, I've got a couple of them. And what's funny is you can't find these stationaries on their website, or I can't anyway. They have folders, they have OTFs, they have a couple of other things, but I was never able to find these stationaries on their website. And I was actually given two of these as a gift from a guy at work. His dad lives right there by the facility and is friends with one of the owners. And what are you about to break out? Ooh. Wow.
You know the show Dual Survival?
Yep.
EJ Skull Crusher?
Yep.
The really, really big, huge, massive dude?
Yep.
It's his collaboration with Tops Knives.
Oh, my goodness.
You don't want to know the price point. You just don't.
I was just about to say, that's not cheap, dude. That's not a cheap knife at all.
$350.
What, though?
Sober Chef and OTF stands for out the front. Basically, consider it a switchblade, but not coming up and out. It just shoots right out the front.
Yep. The switchblade, for whatever reason, is still illegal. The OTFs are not.
In some states, they are.
Or, well, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it's state by state.
Yep. Puzzly, not yet, but I am apprenticing with a blacksmith, so I will very soon.
That's awesome. That is awesome. My years of metalworking have, I can't say they've trained me to blacksmith, but I've picked up certain things along the way about like heat treating. Nothing I could teach anybody, because I haven't really tried it or anything. But you know what? Sissy, come here. What's that? Go on the dryer and hand me that piece of wood that's got the knife in it. So me and a guy at work, we've been trying to make a couple of little knives here. Now we've been doing it out of files, so we're not heating and hammering, nothing like that.
Yeah, but a good file knife, if you take care of it, will last you forever.
Yeah. So here. Mom. Now we're taking this off. We decided we don't like that. But let me see if I can pull these pins here. That one is really in there.
Puzzly, yes, I will.
So,
hands down, yes, I will, Puzzly.
What'd he say?
He asked if I'm going to do any reviews on knives that I'll make, and yeah, I will.
So that is what we've gotten to so far, because I am a Tonto tip freak.
Yeah,
I prefer
nice
a Tonto tip over everything. But that was made out of a big old nasty file right there, boy. And that sucker's heavy. I bet that just that blank right there weighs 1.5 pounds.
Oh wow, look at that. But hey, Diva, if you're still in here, that's your bottle, bro.
Is that Mead?
Yep.
Oh, how'd it turn out?
Not too bad. Well, this batch I'm a little The yeast stopped working after about 2 weeks and everything was done. And as you can see, there's still some sediment on the bottom. So I may have to redo some stuff. But that's your bottle, Diva.
Wow. What's up, Aaron? How's it going? Amrit, what's going on, brother? Anybody else that I didn't see? I don't think I said hi to Puzzly. Puzzly, what's going on? Which I know you've been in here for a minute. And anybody that I missed. So you know what? I mean, without ruining your review or any of your vlog videos on that, tell us a little something about Mead.
Basically, it's the world's oldest fermented beverage.
Okay.
All it is honey, water, and yeast.
Water, and yeast.
That's the very basic stuff. And back in medieval times, they didn't really know about yeast. They literally thought the stick that they were stirring with was magical, which made everything happen.
Yeah.
And they didn't realize, because yeast is basically everywhere. It's wild. It's in the air. It's in trees. It's in plants. It's in everything. So they didn't realize that stick was building it up. So the more you did it, is the better the mead was getting. And you can add all kinds of interesting things to it. Like, I've got 2 more gallons downstairs that are currently fermenting. That second one finished really early, and it had me worried. And everyone's like, no, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's okay.
Yeah.
But my first one is coming up on a month in its fermentation. And the other one that I did, I used a different yeast on. And it's really weird. Like, when you stir it all up and get it shaken, it's this weird dark brown color with the honey and the water mixed.
Yeah.
And when I put in the yeast, you can see it turning yellow, dark brown, yellow, dark brown, yellow, dark brown, going right down the bottle.
Oh, wow.
Like, wow, look at that thing work.
Look at that. Yeah, that's awesome. What kind of yeast do you use, if you can divulge that?
Oh, it's no big secret. The first 2 batches, I use Fleischmann's bread yeast.
Yeah.
Because it's plentiful and it's out there. And the third one that I used a Yellow Star champagne yeast. Just to see the different and the higher possibly alcohol output.
Okay, so that is going to be better.
That is most likely honey wine, not honey beer, honey wine.
That's awesome. Okay, so check this out. If you don't have something to write with, I'll send it to you in the DMs. But I want you to look at High Gravity in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right?
Okay.
I'm not sure if they have an online store or not, but if they do, check out their High Gravity champagne yeast. And I hear a lot of people use that for moonshine. It's what I hear.
Yeah.
A lot of people use that in their moonshine, and they absolutely love it. They can use this guy I used to work with. He would use.
Keep talking. I'm going to grab something.
Yeah, I got you, brother. What's up, Wiley? He would use just regular white cornmeal, and he would use that High Gravity champagne yeast, and everybody would prefer that, is what he said. Again, I don't really know. I'm definitely not I'm not a moonshiner. I'm not nothing like that. I know, little bits and pieces here and there. But I do know that High Gravity in Tulsa, there's people that travel from Missouri. There's people that travel from Kansas. There's people that travel from Colorado for whatever reason to go there. Yeah. So if they have an online store, now people traveling to go there would almost make me think that they don't have an online store.
Well, you never know.
But
now in this day and age,
right, and it might be an out-of-state thing. They might not be able to mail that stuff out of state. And if that's the case, get with me. And I'm not out of state. You know what I mean? So
we'll talk. But yeah, so my first batches were done in glass carboys.
Yeah.
Little 1 gallon jugs.
Right.
But that bottle you saw was done in a 2 gallon food grade plastic container.
Awesome.
Now, the problem was I only put like 1 gallon in there. So that little hole is for an airlock. Basically, when the yeast is eating the sugar, it's eating up the sugar and the oxygen, and it's producing, I think it's carbon dioxide, and it's forcing bad gases out. So you don't want oxygen getting in to disrupt everything that's going on.
Right.
So you put an airlock on the top where it pushes the water to one side and makes it bubble, and everything's good. The gases are getting out. I left it in there for 4 days on this one, and I didn't see the airlock move once. But when I took off the top, you're looking in the inside. You're seeing all the fermentation going on, all the stuff happening. I was like, no, this doesn't make me happy. I got to transfer this to another one. I did an emergency, what's called rack, where you take it out of one, put it in another.
Yeah.
And that's when, seriously, 10 days later, it just stopped. But when I tried it, I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So, okay, so a while ago you mentioned that you can add things to your mead, right?
Yeah, like fruit.
So, on the show Moonshiners, I keep seeing, Josh, the crazy guy. Do you watch that show?
Yes, I've seen the show.
Okay, Josh, the crazy guy?
Yep.
Here in a minute, I'll tell you, I've actually had family on that show. But, so he makes cherry bounce, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you said honey in the mead, and then you said you can add things to it, what popped into my mind, what sounds like it would be good to add to that is cherry. Okay.
Yep.
So you got the cherry and the honey, kind of like cherry bounce. And then once it's done, add a little bit of sweet cream to it and make it like a sipping cream, even though it's not nothing that's distilled. So the alcohol content would be super low, but maybe just top a cocktail off. You wouldn't want to add it and shake it up. You would want to pour you a glass of that, and then just on the very, very top, layer you just a little bit of sweet cream on the top. I think that would be killer.
See, there's this thing called Viking blood, and no, it's not actual blood, people. So calm down. It's literally dark cherries sitting in your mead, fermenting, so it'll turn everything red and give you that cherry dark flavor to it.
Like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The next one I have planned is a clove, cinnamon, and apple.
Okay.
So that's going to go in the plastic container simply because the fruit and adding everything else, and I don't really want to try to scrape fruit out of a glass carboy.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
No.
You know what? If you ever end up with a little extra bottle of that, I would be willing to purchase it from you.
Oh, dude,
because I'd love to try it.
You've been a long time, supporter of my channel. So when I get stuff done, we're going to talk. I think I found a way that I can legally ship it. So.
Okay. You know what? I might now. Okay, so it's no secret. I used to be a member of the Bearded Rebellion. There is a guy in there. He actually has a bourbon company, right?
Yes.
And to my knowledge, which I won't drop his name just in case anybody ever sees this, to my knowledge, he kind of flies under the radar shipping. So if I can somehow get a hold of him, he might have some pointers as well.
Yeah, the only thing I don't want, this is just me, legal disclaimer here, guys. It's legal to make your mead. It's legal to make your stuff. It's legal to do whatever. But I don't want to ship it to someone and catch a moonshining charge,
Right. That's for sure. But what I said a while ago, do you remember the episode where Mark and Digger made the gin and they took it to Ed King of Leonard Skinner?
Yes.
Okay, so that was actually Ed King. He died shortly after that, right? My second cousin, was actually married to him.
Nice.
When he died. Yeah, they've been married for 20 or 30 years. Or she started out as a literal groupie, or whatever you call it, a roadie or a groupie or whatever you want to call them.
Can you pull up Emirate's comment, please? Emirate, I would have to do a whole bunch of paperwork and a whole bunch of stuff. I'd have to disclose recipes. I'd have to disclose everything. I would have to give basically a lot of control to the great state of Washington where I live.
Yep.
And right now, I'm just screwing around. That bottle you saw was my second batch ever. And like I said, I'm not sure, but still.
Yep. Yeah. And actually what Pete just said, Tim Smith. Now, I don't know how true the show is on the cost to get started, but I know it cost him a few $100,000 to get to do that, and that's just to get the licenses and get all the like the background checks and all that. So
Robert's not using
okay, hey, mommy's in charge. Go complain to mommy.
I'm asking if Amber can use your camel controller.
Sure, it's okay.
Mommy's in charge. Go complain to mommy. That was priceless.
Well, basically, I'm a stay-at-home dad and a full-time YouTuber.
Right.
So when she's got to work, I make sure, because she has this really weird schedule. She works for a lab delivery service, LabCorp.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be 9 to 5, but she's afloat. So if someone calls in sick, her schedule gets changed. If there's a problem somewhere in another area, she goes and helps out. So if she's got to work that day, I make sure I take care of everything so she can sleep and she's 100% ready to go.
Right.
But like on her days off, no daddy. Daddy does not exist. No, you go bug mommy. Nope, go.
I get that. For sure. I've kind of experienced that, here and there. I don't want to call this job a good job. Okay, so
you're okay, bro.
The perks to the job were really good. Like, it was the nicest shop you ever worked in. It was air conditioned. It was heated. You could literally eat off the floors. The shop was brand new. You had, you got a huge set of tools when you started. You got your own crane. But there was more vice presidents and managers than there was actual employees, because it was a family-owned business and it was a big family. So all the in-laws were either a supervisor or a vice president. All the brothers, there were 7 brothers and sisters. And I quit that job, and I was stay-at-home dad for a pretty short amount of time, 4 or 5 months. But I get what you're saying, for sure.
Yeah, and look, the diva's still here. Joe, did you see your bottle I put up on the screen a little bit ago? That's yours, brother.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Well, and like when we moved up here, I mean, seriously, dude, on a good day, I can spit and hit Canada. I literally don't know the area. I don't know anything up here. So when we moved up here, we moved to her stomping grounds where she grew up. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, you're out for a bit? Joe, don't go anywhere. I got to show the man who helped me. Diva, that's yours. The only thing I'm going to tell you, bro, is I guess some more stuff settled on the bottom, which I hear they do. So be careful of that. You don't really want to drink it because you'll be pooping like everything out. But that's your bottle, brother.
That's awesome. Vato, this actually come from a somewhat local liquor store. Wow, there's something in it and I can't reach it. Vato, I'm sure you can find these at certain liquor stores, but if not, I could probably package one up and send it to you. It's expensive for one single glass. It was, I don't know, $16 or something like that, or $14. But that's actually this is an ale. I don't know if this is an ale glass or oh heck. I can't. Anyway, there was 3 or 4 styles of these glasses there, and this is the one I like the best out of it. And I like it because it's real smooth when you turn it up.
Oh yeah. And hey, Summer Chef Eric, I'll tell you what. I'll send you a bottle, but it's going to be empty because I'm going to drink your contents because I'm not letting you have it, brother.
Right? Send you an empty bottle for sure.
Only because I love you. You'll be able to smell it. That's it.
No, Vato, it's not an IPA. Well, it can be an IPA glass, but it was considered No, a stout. It's a stout glass. This is considered a stout glass. The IPA glass looked really similar to this, but it had something to it. It had some kind of a texture to it or something. It was really weird.
Yeah, it's because of the bubbles and everything else it does. It's designed to help get that fragrance up and in the air.
Okay.
And that's a big thing. And Diva, just because I love you, I'm going to be sending you one of these too so you can drink it properly.
That is awesome. Where'd you find that at?
Go to Amazon. Type in
Really?
Oxhorn cup, Oxhorn mug. They're everywhere.
Okay.
Basically, they're literally animal horns, and they're treated with a food-grade epoxy. You just really can't pour a lot of hot liquid in it because, number one, the smell will overpower you like you wouldn't even believe. And the fact that it's basically glued on the bottom with a little plug, it will eat that shit away and pop out.
Shaving brushes that are made out of badger hair.
Yes.
They stink, especially when you put them down in warm water. They have a horrible smell to them as well. Yep. Yeah,
Diva, I told you I take care of family. You did me a huge solid, brother. I love you, Diva. I really do. You vintage motherfucker, you.
Yes. He's a vintage circus cow.
Right now, he's cussing up a storm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, he is cussing us big time right now. It wouldn't surprise me if we didn't get some kind of dirty picture in our DMs. You know what? I meant to DM Joe a while ago. I was going to ask him something, and now I can't remember what it was. I hate when I do that. I'll think, hey, I need to do this, and then I'll not do it out of sheer laziness, I guess. And then I'll forget what it is until either somebody reminds me or I remember again a week later.
Yeah. Dick pics all around. The Diva. The Diva.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not no stranger to them. I mean, hell, Jimmy the Big Beard, he fucking hit me straight up in the DMs with them. 2 of them, to be exact.
Nice. All right, bro. I got something I want to put out there for everyone, all right?
Yeah.
We're 52 minutes in, and I put out in a little share I did today. I got an announcement about some upcoming stuff from my channel. Now, I'm going to use Mick's platform a little bit to promote myself, and he said it was okay.
Absolutely.
So, everybody knows that. What?
Some milk, mommy's outside.
Then wait for mommy to get inside.
She's not smoking. She's getting dinner.
Okay, she'll be back in a moment.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will.
It's not like it takes only 6 minutes.
Do you want a free trip out the window?
No.
Then go that way.
Do you want a free trip out the window? Oh, God, that was priceless.
Yeah. Okay, so like I was trying to say, before the cuteness factor came in, everybody knows that I released a video last week and I talked about a real deep reaction I had to a scent profile.
Right.
I've already been, I'm coming up on my 2nd week of therapy.
Okay.
I'm releasing a series of life vlogs. They're going to be called sessions. I'm going to do them, like my next one will be dropping Tuesday. It'll be week 1. I'm going to film them literally after I get out and get home. Well, actually get out of therapy and get home and sit down for a moment. That way everything is really, it's right there. It's right in your face. It's really raw. Because I have always talked about on my channel with mental health and how important it is to share things. It's amazing what I found out in 1 week and how come that happened.
Okay.
So look forward to that stuff, guys, because I really want your feedback on it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are going to look at it because the first one's kind of all over the place. I've sent it to a couple people and they asked, what's my motivation behind that video? And when I told them, they went, great video. Let's release that. So look forward to that stuff, guys. It's going to be a little bit heavy. It's going to be something radically different from my channel. I know that I've talked about a lot of stuff with me, but this one's really deep, really inside, and it's going to give you, hopefully, God, how can I put this? The ability to tell yourself it's okay.
Yeah.
We all have stuff happen. We all have stuff go on. We all go, well, I can't talk about this. I can't do this. I can't do that. Healthy, fire away. I saw that. Can we ask first question? Fire, Healthy. But guys, yeah, the first one drops Tuesday. So let's get back to some fun because that was a real heavy moment. Let's get back to having a little fun.
Yeah, man. That's. I mean, I look forward to them. I have a vaguely similar experience, like what you kind of explained on the live stream the other day. I can actually relate to that to an extent. I'm not gonna go into it or anything, but yeah. Look at there. I would like to know that.
See, okay. That's a really good question, Healthy, all right? A lot of my stuff when I first started, I was doing survival stuff and book reviews and for you, Eric. I was doing survival related gear and knife reviews, and that's kind of where I cut my teeth. And Barbados, I'm not dumb. I don't trust him. Because he ain't talking nice to me. So.
Right.
But all of my content, I see the exact same. There's a reason why I want to film that video. There is a reason why I'm doing that video. Like for my knife reviews, I've tried to look at them as what would a normal person want, because we all can't afford $400 one-off blades.
Right.
Most people, 20, 30, 40 bucks, $100 at most. And that's why if you look at that playlist that I have that says affordable everyday carry, I've set the price limit at $100. Yep. I would rather bring you 5 videos with a $20 knife that I found works pretty good than one video at $100.
Right. That's and that's something, because I've watched other channels' knife reviews, and it seems like every single knife review, especially if it's a big time EDC channel or a big time knife channel, like where they have as much content about knives as you do, every knife they're pulling is the very cheapest one is the most expensive Spyderco or a Benchmade, the freaking the Benchmade Infidel, something like that. I mean, and that's like their norm is these hugely expensive knives, and it's like they're only catering to the knife community. They don't want to, or it's not that they don't want to, maybe, but it's like they don't know to cater to guys like me that's not big into knives, but would like to see a review on a decent knife, not the best or the most expensive, And
Amrit, I get them from all over the spots. If you check out my channel, bro, like I said, it's right down below, tctbnl. I look in 3 different areas mainly. I'll look at the manufacturer's website. I'll look at bladehq.com and on Amazon, because that's where most people go to look. Yep. And a huge thing that I did when I first started doing them, we didn't have a lot of money. So I had to be careful of what I was spending.
Right.
And that's why a huge bit of it was I need to keep it under this price point. Now, some of those in there were not because I got them in a subscription box or I got lucky and I got a little bit. Like, seriously, you brought up Benchmade, Mick. My first Benchmade was gifted to me by a supporter. He went, I know you've always wanted one. I just got a different one. I don't like this one. Here you go.
Right.
And I was like, dude, seriously? He's like, yeah, you better mention my name in the review. And I did. Ken, my brother.
Yeah. So let me tell you this. My first Benchmade, and this is going to sound bad, I bought off a tweaker for $5. I know it was stolen because I've never even seen it available. On the blade, it was something anniversary edition, 1 of 80. I mean, it was like 49 of 80.
Yeah.
Dude, the blade itself was like that wide. It was like a stubby. It was like a short stubby. The handle, the scales on it were green, like a green synthetic, like a OD green. Dude, and I won't lie, I turned around and sold it to a guy at work with the sharp. The guy brought me a sharpener. It looked like a samurai sword, but it was actually a diamond stone.
Right.
And he sold me this whole thing. He's like, man, I need $5 for gas. This, the same old story.
Yeah. Hey, can you pull up Emirate's comment so we don't lose it? I want to answer him in a moment.
So, I turned around and sold it to a guy at work for like $250.
Yeah.
And that guy, and I didn't even think about it at the time. When he offered me that, he offered it to me like that. Didn't try to haggle me down or nothing. And I'm like, I got to thinking about it after the fact, and I was like, you know what? I probably should have hit him with like a $500 price tag just to see how much he flinched, so I could see how much this thing is really worth, because I can't find one.
See, and the hard part is blades. The beauty is in the beholder. Like there's some blades that I love that people are like, dude, why do you like that? That's crap. That's this. That's that.
Right.
And I will tell you honestly, bro. The steel to me is secondary. Okay, like this little guy. I gotta really break her in. It's got D2 tool steel in there. Basically, stuff tools are made out of, like hardened steel. Yeah. I like that. It's fun, but what got me was the overall look of the blade, just how it looks, the multiple possibilities with it. I say this to a lot of people: don't be a fucking steel snob. There are some people out there like, oh, what? It's not a $500 blade. I'm not touching it.
Right.
If you find something that works for you, and I'm not talking like a $5 M-Tech gas station knife, don't do those. Those blades are like people who show up at parties with a 6-pack of non-alcoholic beer and go, oh, that's my jam. That's my jam. No. Avoid M-Techs at all costs because you're only going to hurt yourself with them.
Right. Yeah, I've actually had a couple of them. I don't even honestly know where I got them, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen a few of them.
Yeah. Hey, Cruz. Thought you had questions. Come on, bro. What's going on, Cruz? Ken come in here and fluster you? Huh? Got you outsourced all your work to? Huh?
Dude, why is it so fun to give J. Cruz crap? Like, I just don't understand it. But it's fun. I mean, it's funner messing with him than pretty much anybody else in the community except for Barberdo Joe.
Cruz just rolls with it and he has a good time.
Barberdo Joe puts up a pretty good fight. And you know what? And I'll tell you another thing that's fun about play fighting with Joe like that is if you won't let it die, he will not either. He will not just never say okay and go on. He won't do it. He refuses.
But Barberdo's a hell of a dude,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And skip clip. Yeah, see, Pete, you got a good blade, bro.
Ken, thank you, brother.
Mick frozen mid thought. He's like,
Yeah. I was trying to think of this brand of dadgum knives. I said it a while ago. Spyderco.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on them? Are they? I mean, because I don't know if they're overpriced, but I know they are high.
Okay, my only problem with Spyderco, and I've always said this since I got my first one in the 90s. And no, it's not this one, but the overall look of every Spyderco blade to me looks the exact freaking same.
Okay.
There is no real imagination to that company. They make great quality blades that are going to last you, but they all look the exact same.
Yes. I'm glad you said that. So everybody's had that little cheap knife that they get for Christmas in their stocking, or from a sixth cousin, that don't really want to spend money on you because they don't know you that well. Yeah. But it looks like that Spyderco, but it's a little cheap $5 one, right? Everybody's had that. And to me, the Spydercos all look just like that. And after I received a few of them little cheap knives like that, I just can't make myself like a Spyderco, the look of it.
See, it's the only reason I got that one is someone asked for a review on my channel on it. So I was like, okay, let me check it out.
Right.
Spyderco is not one that I'm going to pick up and carry all the time. It's not one of my favorites. And Amrit, stop prying stuff with your blade. That's a great way to break a blade. And there really isn't an all-purpose. It's what suits your needs. Can you carry a fixed blade all day long? Can you carry a folder? Can you carry a karambit style? Which karambit styles, for people wondering, that's that guy.
I love karambits. Yep, or however you say it. I love them. Amrit, you can pry stuff with that big old thick dude. Look how thick that sucker is.
Yeah, if you want to pry something, carry a freaking pry bar. There's lots of portable pry bars that are out there. Go look at Rogan Tools. They make great little mini pry bars.
Wow, that's cool. Dude, I seen this. Okay, so it was a walking stick the other day, right? And like every 4 inches it unscrews, and it had something different in it. That thing was so cool. It had like a knife in it. It even had like a fork down in the very bottom. You could unscrew the very last handle and have a fork to eat with. Like,
okay,
who thinks of that kind of stuff?
I got you. The problem with those, Mick, and this is just my opinion, they're great, they're fancy, they're gonna bring in a whole heck of a lot of people. But if one thing breaks, the whole stick is gone. You know, say you paid $100 for it, and something breaks right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Yep.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, Amrit, you've got draconian laws in New York State. You really do, in my opinion, for blades and firearms.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is wild. Like, Oklahoma and New York could not be more opposite when it comes to arming yourself. Like, I don't know what I would do if I had to go live in New York. I just simply don't know what I'd do.
Well, dude, it's weird out here in Washington State. I can literally strap a sword to my back and go into Walmart. It's legal to carry, but if somebody gets freaked out and calls the cops, I get in trouble. Even though it's legal to carry, I get a problem. Pete, I used to subscribe to BattleBox. I do not like the turns that company took a while ago, and I have since moved my money elsewhere.
You know what? Joe is not wrong about that. We got a truck ran my family off the road, me and my family off the road here a while back, and I threw the clip in the 45 and I popped a couple of shots at him. If they weren't acting stupid, it would have been a big deal. If it would have been a serious, or a legitimate accident, that's fine.
I'm going to grab that pry tool.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, they were swerving all over the road, this and that and this, and they went off one of them high ditches, and it was a pretty good size pickup. Luckily, my pickup's pretty good size itself, so they went off the road. They overcorrected, come right in front of me, and I popped a couple of shots at them.
Armor. There you go. It's by Rogan Tools, little itty bitty pry tool.
That is awesome.
I mean,
that is so cool.
Hardly takes up any pocket spot, Pete, yeah, I did see Southern Survival, but unfortunately, this is what I took away from it. They made a show on Netflix to hype product they were going to sell. Go take a look at battlebox.com. You're going to see a lot of those products at a horribly marked up rate. One of the huge reasons, and I'm not bashing the company at all, they were great in the beginning when they gave you great quality gear. And that's before they started getting weird with charging you shipping fees and upping rates and having delays. Yeah. When I did them, they were $150 a month. I got it at the Knife of the Month level. You got great gear, great prices before Daniel Dabbs started doing Grenade Soap Co. He started doing other companies that he was putting in the box, claiming they were outside sources, and he was manufacturing his own stuff like Lord and Field. Yep. He would put values on things that were outrageous that you could go right to Amazon and find it for 1/4 of the price.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I've seen? I've seen that Grenade Soap Company. I mean, I don't know about the soap itself, but the big one that looks like a grenade, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to pay $40 for it,
And what's really weird, that was my first beard oil, was Grenade Soap Co. Seriously, my very first experience with beard products was BattleBox. They sent out what's called a DOP kit for cleaning yourself in the field, and they put it's called Brute Beard in there. There was no essential oils or fragrance oils, and it was supposed to smell like a vanilla shake or something like that because of all the carriers and everything they put in there. It smelled like crap. Worked really bad in my beard. But that was my very first experience to beard oil was Brute Beard.
Okay.
And yes, if you guys are curious, it's on my channel. Go take a look.
Okay, so now let's set the boxes aside because I was looking through your channel earlier. What was your very first just flat out beard product review?
Whiskey, ink, and lace. I think it was the Connoisseur.
Okay.
It was a coffee flavored beard oil.
So the first one that I found was something else. I can't think of what it's called now. I'd never even heard of them. You know what? I wrote it down. I think. No, maybe not. No, I didn't write it down either. I was thinking it was Brisk Grooming Company, but I found one before that one.
I did one with them. I even did one on a beef taco scent.
I remember that one. I seen that one a while ago.
Seriously.
Yeah. Now, so I haven't now, and I'll admit it, that I haven't watched the whole step parent vlog thing. I haven't watched all of them. I have watched a pretty good amount of them, but I found one. I found one earlier that just kind of tickled me a little bit. And I don't know. It's the face you're making in the YouTube generated thumbnail. So, and I told you I was going to embarrass you a little bit, and it's probably honestly won't even embarrass you, but it cracks me up. Right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I sing, dude, I'd honestly never scrolled down far enough to see you without a beard. When I seen that, I got tickled.
Dude, that was shortly after the wife went, lose the beard or no more wife cardio. Right. And what's really bad, if you look on the cheek there, you can see my old dead patch. That was really, really bad when I first started growing a beard.
Oh, wow.
It was basically a white glowing patch that wouldn't grow hair for a while.
Okay.
I had to seriously shave for like 3 months straight and then do a massive biotin ingestion and change some stuff in my diet. And that's how come everything's growing out a heck of a lot better.
So what does everybody in the chat think about Chris without a beard?
Yeah, and what's really, really weird, this company, Johnny Slicks, is the one who basically told me how to fix that.
Wow, that's awesome. You know, you've got a pretty good relationship with Johnny Slicks,
yes, I do.
Don't you?
Yes, I do.
You know, I've got to try him. I want to try some of the shave stuff he's got. I just haven't made it that far yet. I definitely.
When you do, use my channel name at checkout. It's a discount code. It's not an affiliate. I don't make any money off it, period. You'll save 15% off your purchase.
Okay.
His shaved soap is amazing.
You know what?
Tyson, I saw that. Yeah, I know. That baby face, because I shaved the goatee too. I took it down.
You know what? He does look like Tickle from Moonshiners. I will definitely agree with that. For sure. Tyson, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, dude, that's who it is. He's freaking Tickle from Moonshiners.
What up, Mac?
That's a good one. What's up, Mac? Oh man. But yeah, that was all I had on that right there. I seen that and I was like, so I looked at vlog 19 and the full beard was there. I was like,
yeah.
And then I believe it was there again in 21. But then I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? I think this might have been an old one, and it because in 2019, I mean, it was uploaded in April of 19. You had a beard then, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I think that you had shot that, and because I know you've had some book reviews and stuff that you've held over.
Yep.
Stuff like that. So I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? I bet he held that one over a little bit, and it just happens to be in between. 19 and 21.
And that's the worst part, because I've said this all the time. I know there are a lot of people who will get up on like a Sunday and they'll shoot their videos for the week.
Right.
My Sundays are block filming. I've got this glorious period of 3 hours when my kids are napping that I just shoot as many videos as I can get without me going, okay, I'm fucking pissed. No, I'm done. And then I will put those in a bank, basically, So if there's a week where I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing anything, I can still keep my content rolling.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. When I was off work on quarantine, I shot as much as I could, and then I've kind of hit writer's block. But luckily, I've got enough stuff, kind of put back that it'll keep me going for a little bit. I find my Sunday videos a lot easier than my Wednesday. I kind of reserve Wednesdays for like reviewing something. Yeah. And then Sundays is like I've got a series coming out on Sundays. It's just kind of a beginner's guide to traditional shaving. Yeah. So it's a 5-part series, which the last episode, it's really long, but I'm really just kind of reiterating the first 4 episodes. But, I wanted to kind of, when it comes to shaving like that, you got an open blade or something that can really hurt you. Saying something over and over and over and over to somebody is how you get it burnt into their head, to be careful, to not do this, to do this, whatever the case is. And that's kind of what that last video was for. But I hope it helps somebody,
Dude, like one of those knife reviews I just did, it was on a CRKT compact razor. I even admitted in there, I was like, yeah, I was stupid. The thing bit me twice because the front has a very sharp point. And I wasn't paying attention. And I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing with blades. I'm like, why does my hand hurt? I look down. I'm like, oh, fuck. It bit me. It owns me.
Yep.
But yeah, it's that safety thing, just hammer it in.
I don't want to tell somebody, hey, pick up this straight razor and there ain't nothing to it, because like when I'm doing my cheek lines with a straight razor, I can make it look pretty simple, but I don't want to get somebody hurt and then them come like, hey man, I did what you said and I got a 1/2-inch deep gash on my cheek. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, but even you pros, like look at Johnny Grooms. The man with the best name in the game. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Johnny, go subscribe to Johnny.
Go subscribe to Johnny.
Not subscribed to Mick. Rectify that right now. That man deserves your subscription. All right.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Like Johnny, when he's shaving, when he did his last one on Instagram, I was waiting for it because when he put in the aftershave in his head, he was going to scream. I'm like, screenshot. Got it. Thank you.
Right.
Or even when Johnny shaves, he nicks himself and he's like, oh, that's going to be a bad one.
I did that yesterday. Where's it at?
Okay.
Like I got a pretty nasty one yesterday. I was trying to shave my head with a chevette or basically a straight razor, and I forgot about that mole right there, and I shaved that sucker off flush. I was like, oh, that hurt. Why did I cut myself? And I was like, oh no.
The last time I shaved my head with a safety razor, I will freely admit this is not going to shock anybody. I was drunk, and I went, hey, it's a good time to shave. Started doing it up. And I'm like, okay, scrape, ow, scrape, ow, scrape, ow. And like when I asked the better half to come upstairs, she was like, I'm like, I feel a patch back here. I can't get it. She comes up and what the fuck? Nice, Tyson.
I sent him a voice message on that too. I was like, so good sales tactic, bud. Thanks for getting back with me an hour later. I just got everything. Oh, Lord.
Hey, guys, what? It's right here. Just because Tyson's right here. If you want a really, really, really good one, Last Cast. Go get you some Last Cast.
I don't have that one. I have English Code, though. I like English Code.
God. Only because he said it publicly, I know I can say this. He's changed up everything from like the very first run that he did. I can tell a massive difference from the very first oil I got from Tyson to this one. Oh my God, this stuff is awesome.
So I'll have to revisit Summer Citrus then, because I have Summer Citrus from when, dude, it was before there was ever even a review dropped on Copper Johns. It was very, very early on. And then I just got Angler's Code. I actually just won that. You know what? I've won Copper Johns through Ken streams twice now.
There's a connection.
Nice.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so I guess the one last night wasn't technically through Ken's stream, but it was Ken's giveaway. I mean, Ken might be my good luck charm.
And yeah, Billy Rogers, Backwoods Coffee was my first purchase, and that is my OG love for Tyson. That stuff is incredible.
Yep. So, okay, so I like Mountain River Brine, I do, but man, that Summer Citrus, it's hard to beat. I'm not even sure if Angler's Code beat Summer Citrus for me. I like that Summer Citrus, and I'm not a citrus guy that much, but I will tell you this: a lot of these citrus colognes that have been coming out, man, I'm really, really digging all of them. Summer Citrus from Copper Johns, Amherst from Defined. There was another one that I just Citrus Woods from Anointed AK. That's a really good citrus, like cologne type citrus.
That's a company I slept on forever. Anointed AK.
Yep.
My only complaint with that company, I got nose blind within less than an hour. It works incredible on my beard. It's incredible smells, but it's like, it's gone.
Yep. All his scents are subtle. There's a couple that are overly strong. Kahuna is a coconut cologne, and that right there, it'll almost give you a headache, and it lasts for hours and hours and hours. But for the most part, he makes most of his scents more on the subtle side. He doesn't use a lot of fragrance.
In Tyson, my taxes are in my bank on Monday, so I'm glad that's dropping Monday. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely check them out at some point, Brian, because I have some Chronic, and I didn't really have anything against it at all.
If you like Chronic, you're going to love what he did with Bandbox. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Coming home. Oh, that's that chocolate mint. Okay. You know what? For whatever reason, I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. I love peppermint hot cocoa. I cannot, and I repeat this, I cannot put chocolate peppermint scents into my beard. It makes me nauseous. It doesn't matter how good they are.
For me, it's straight mint. I don't know what it is about that straight mint in my beard with my body chemistry. Within 5 minutes, it smells like cat urine.
Yep. I'm pretty much against straight tea tree and straight clove. I do not like either one of them scents. After
Wild Willie's, tea tree gives me that Wild Willie's beard butter balm, whatever you want to call it. It gives me migraines.
I can see that. Yep. I've got Dan C's collab.
Yeah, I was just going to say, which is bad because you better like tea tree if you're going to get that. That's all I'm going to say.
So I like that one because I can get a little bit of the orange bitters and I get quite a bit of the peppermint. But if that was straight tea tree, I couldn't do it.
See, when I warm it up and put it in, that's all I got was tea tree. Just like Ready Man's Dapper Fox. Yeah. It's got tea tree in there. And when I warm it up, put it in, I'm like, Grr. But if I can get through like that first half hour without wanting to rip my beard out, it mellows nicely with everything else.
So I would say Dapper Fox is about my limit on strength of tea tree. I like Dapper Fox. You know what? I haven't necessarily gotten a scent from Ready Man that I dislike. The cinnamon apple one, the seasonal one.
Baumhaus.
Baumhaus. That would be my least favorite because I'm not a cinnamon and apple guy. I don't hate it, but I don't love it by any means either.
See, that's weird, that one. And I've already talked about it on my channel. I've already talked about it with Jimmy. He already knows. Jimmy even pulled those products because he's making changes. In his wash, the co-wash and body wash with Baumhaus, there was too much cinnamon bark something, and it lit me on fire.
Right.
I mean, using it, Mick, I was as red as you.
Wow.
Seriously. And it was just like, why is this burning? What the hell? Oh, my God, this is painful.
Yep. I had that exact same thing happen with McKissick Bricktown Spice. Is that... Anyway, there's a McKissick out there that's got cinnamon in it. I think it's Bricktown Spice. It lit me up. It lit me up. That's the second time I've been lit up. The first time I got lit up was minor scent that has the brown sugar in it. You know that series of they did a series of scents.
Was that the Inventors series or
Yes.
like Rockefeller and?
Yes,
Okay.
it was one of them. Whichever one has brown sugar in it.
Yeah, and right, Sober Chef? Seriously, right? I've only been lit up a couple times with stuff. What was it? I could take the oil Cheerful from Damn Yankee last year in their seasonal stuff.
Yeah.
But when I tried the co-wash, oh God, it felt like someone literally blowtorch to the face.
Yep.
And the other one that I found really weird, this is going to sound so bad, but it's truthful. Guys, don't read into this. Chesapeake released a Mercury co-wash a very long time ago before he renamed Mercury to something else. And there was something in there that it just lit me up.
Okay.
And I don't know what it was because it didn't happen in the oil and it didn't happen in the butter.
Right. You know, I've had a co-wash before. Yeah, I've got windburn on my face, Eric. Like, you see how white the freaking head is? Yeah.
Put that hat back on, Casper. Damn.
Right. But I had a co-wash do that to me once, and I can't think of what it was now. It lit my face on fire as soon as I put it on. Like, I mean, it, which I don't hardly use co-wash now, maybe once, twice a month. But yeah, it freaking burnt the crap out of me. I don't get that because a couple of the times that I've been lit on fire like that, it was from fragrances. It was like, I mean, are they putting so many fragrances in here that you're getting a frag burn from it, or is it something completely different?
That's one of those weird ones, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhapsody. There you go. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I knew he changed it. I just didn't know what he changed it to.
Okay, so do you know who Jeff Rice is?
Yes.
So I was looking at some of my analytics a while ago, and I changed the filter on my subscribers, like to view them, to lowest to highest in subscribers. Did you know Jeff Rice has got almost 10,000 subscribers, or like 6,500 or something like that?
Yeah, he's a low quiet kind of guy. He doesn't brag about anything, you know? I didn't know nothing about him. I didn't know he even had an actual channel. I mean, what does he do? I don't know. I've never watched one of his videos. I just know he's really low key with a whole bunch of stuff.
It was too late for me to go check anything out because this was right before I turned the camera on a while ago. But I got to go check the guy out. I always see him. I mean, he's here almost. I don't know if I've seen him today or not, but I mean, he's almost here every Saturday. I've got to go figure out what he does.
And Susanna Cavendish is freaking phenomenal. Pete sent me one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I like Cavendish. Cavendish is good. Yep, Cavendish is good. You know what? I sent Barbadoe Joe my Cavendish because I've got a couple other scents that are really close to it. And then I turned around and found the daggum butter for it that I should have sent to him.
Josh, how you doing, bro?
What up, Josh? Josh is a good dude, man.
Oh, yeah.
I like Josh.
And that's one of the things in this community that I love, okay? God, how can I put this? When you come from the knife community, it's so... You think people have a problem with, like, Damn Yankee versus Ready Man, you know, or Miners versus whatever. No. Go to the knife community and say you like this blade, and you're going to get tore up.
I've seen some of the comments on your videos, dude.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'll tell you another thing. I was in this Facebook group. I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, it was about arrowheads. It was an arrowhead hunting or an artifact hunting group on Facebook, right?
Thank you, Josh.
And somebody put a picture on there and like, hey guys, I'm new to this. You know, do you think this is something? And they jumped all over and it was a lady at that. So one of the guys leading the charge evidently was the admin. And I seen that, and I was like, you know what? This is what's wrong with this group, you fucking pricks. I let them have it. And I got booted immediately.
Yeah.
Somebody leading the charge. It was cool for them to let her have it, but if I try to stand up for somebody, I got booted. That quick.
And it's one of those that I love this about the bearded community where you can screw up. You come out and you go, yeah, I made a mistake. It's done. It's over. It's gone.
Yep.
Everybody moves on. Everybody's great. Everybody's wonderful. But in certain other things, it's you just, dude.
Yep.
I've never seen such hatred like that, you know?
Wild, isn't it?
Ooh. Be nice to Joe. He's got a squirrel issue too. Just remember.
Oh, God. I told somebody one time about Joe hating feet. And I was like, and I was joking. I was like, you already sent him a picture of some feet. And they did it right then. And I was like, oh, no, you didn't. I wasn't serious. I was just joking. And they was like, you'll be all right.
Susana, it was just using the metaphor, okay? I've never seen anyone get hated because they like fable over whatever. But it was just using it as going back and forth, bro.
What up, Martin? Tyson said no feet.
Josh, I use it every day. I take 10,000 milligrams in the morning, and I'll tell you honestly, between God, where is that damn thing?
Josh, I like it.
When they ran out of their little gummies things, I take one of those around lunch, and I take one before I go to bed at night, just to keep it going through the system. You really can't overdose on it. What your body won't use, you will piss out.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing I will tell you, it will make your nails grow like you wouldn't believe. You will grow hair that you just didn't even think possible in places you didn't think possible.
Yep. That's for sure. Yep, that is for sure. Okay, you know what? Since we're on people hating body parts, what's the body part that you hate? What's the most disgusting body part to you? And I'll tell you mine when you're done.
God, I was just going to sound weird, but armpits. I
can see that.
The weird hair and the smell and everything. Just, ugh. People are like, yeah, dude, great workout. You see that big. Why? Why? Oh, and Billy, yes, more knives are some of the best price fixed blades on the market. What's yours, Mick? Your body part you hate?
Belly buttons.
See, that's your original food tube, man. That's how you live forever. If you were hungry, you were like, hey.
Belly buttons are disgusting. What's that movie? Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah.
Okay, so either the guy or the girl pours the Kool-Aid in the belly button and licks it out or slurps it out. Ooh, I almost gagged just thinking about that. That is so disgusting. So disgusting.
And yeah, Susana, what's really, really funny is Ben Taft, because he's got Ben Jam and Reviews. His wife made a joke about changing his channel name to BJ Reviews. I was like, dude, you need to do that because you'll go viral overnight. You'll be at 1 million subscribers in a heartbeat.
He better hurry up because that's my initials. I never even thought about that.
Nice.
I could do it on my personal channel and just see what happens.
Yeah, Josh, what I do with my biotin, seriously, bro, when I get up in the morning is when I take everything. I'll take it right away, and I'll wait 45 minutes before I have coffee or soda or anything, because for some reason, biotin and caffeine kind of
they offset each other.
One another. So you don't want it right away. You want to wait a little bit before you put caffeine in your system.
Yep. Now, Dan says to take it 30 minutes before your last meal of the day, but that is what he's talking about on that is only 1 tablet a day. Chris taking 2. I mean, it's just kind of constantly in there. But yes, biotin is offset by caffeine. It's kind of like adrenaline and alcohol. You know, if you got a good drunk going on, you get an adrenaline rush. It'll almost sober you up like that.
Or you know, if you get a drug addict who overdoses and they hit him with Narcan.
And they hit him with Narcan. It's yeah. That's a better analogy. Yeah.
Weird analogy. Sorry, you know, it's on Nick's channel. We're talking about drug overdoses, but
I used to work with a guy. He was a combat medic, and then he come back and he was a paramedic in a small town, and he got transferred to Oklahoma City. And he said, "Dude," he said, "my first day on the job," he said, "we had a heroin overdose." He said, "and I was training still." He said, "even though I knew what to do," he said, "now," he said, "I wasn't really accustomed to drug overdoses." He said, "being where I come from and where I'd already worked." He said, "So they showed me to take the Narcan, stick it in the top of the thigh, and they told me to push as hard as I could on the plunger." He said, "and I just thought that's how you were supposed to do it, to get it in there quick, to, you know, make it work. No, you can push you're supposed to push Narcan slow. If you push it fast, it makes them puke every time. They come out of it and they puke."
Yeah.
So they were trying to add insult to injury. When somebody would overdose on heroin, they would, you know, make them puke everything out of their stomach. So not only were they withdrawn, now they're hungry as well.
Dude, I've seen some medics on their Narcan kit. They've wrote junkie respawn kit. I'm like, dude, being ex-military, yes. I love that dark humor, and I'm like, that's
right. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome.
Wow, I think
God, don't you do
it. I'll get the pictures in a few.
Yeah.
That's a Marine. Don't challenge a Marine.
Right? Don't you freaking do it. Dude, I tell you what, there ain't nothing funnier than watching Eric Kennedy go at Barbados Joe in therapy. That is great.
Yeah.
Because it is from freaking 8:30 on. I mean, he starts at 8:30 and he don't quit till the show ends.
Yeah, so Ripken good. And Joe wear each other out.
Don't they? Yeah.
See, and that's, guys, if you haven't watched Beard Therapy, you really need to, okay? You never know what you're going to see. The Dirty 930 Shaman could make an appearance, and you don't ever want to miss it. Oh, my God. I had chest pains that night. I was laughing so hard.
Yep. You know, that all started, Barbados Joe sent a meme with the actual guy to me, him, and Ryan are in like a DM group or whatever. Yeah. And, you know, we'll post memes and stuff here and there. And that's where that started. He sent that to us. And I was like, oh, my God. And he was like, he's like, I possibly have the costume on the way. And I was like, oh, no.
Can you believe that hammer-headed moron sued and won organic food in jail? I can't eat because it's not organic. You're in jail, moron. God.
I don't get it. Oh, God, I don't get it. You know what? Beard Therapy is there used to only be one show that I would not miss for anything every week. Now there's two. Beard Oil Roulette is another one. I will not miss that on Thursdays, and I will not miss Beard Therapy on Wednesdays.
Okay, at least you didn't say healthy, so we're good. We can keep talking. We're fine.
Yep, I know it is too. So, hang on. You know what? I lost my train of thought again. Let me go back here.
That's all right. Well, you pick it up. And for all you guys out there in the chat, I'm not bashing healthy. I can't watch the show because I don't understand him. I don't get talk nice to me, turn it up. I don't get what he's saying. I'm that old. I don't get it. I feel ancient watching his show.
Right? You know what? I actually, I don't understand half of that either.
He's a great showman. He's very into what he's doing. He's always asking for knowledge, and damn, I respect that. But I'm like, dude, what? Huh? What? You know, I'm like, Google, can you translate this for me? You know?
Right. So, okay. So another thing I was noticing, and like I said, I was looking through your channel earlier, your very first video 5 years ago, right? The very first video has 26 views. Okay.
That was the burning the jig video, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
The second video has 1,300 views.
Yeah. Okay. The original intent behind my channel, I was doing a lot of work with paracord. Yeah. And I wanted to, when I was at craft shows, I wanted to set up the camera and film stuff and film interaction with people to be able to share it and to be able to bring that joy of, look, I created this for you. You like it. This is going on.
Right.
People were like, okay, well, you're going to put this on YouTube. Where's my money? I know you're making money off it because it's YouTube. You got to be getting paid. And I'm like, no. And they're like, yeah, no, you can't film this. You can't film that. No. What waiver do I have to sign? And I'm like, all right, screw this. Right. So I left that channel alone for a while. And then it was like, all right, I want to start doing YouTube. I totally forgot I made a channel. Seriously, I totally forgot. So I'm trying to set stuff up, and they're like, you already have this channel. All right.
Yeah.
And I did a book review. Guys, if you want to watch cringy, go watch that review.
It is called
How to Build the Perfect Bug Out Bag by Craig Stewart, I believe.
Yeah. How to Build the Perfect Bug, and that one's got 1,300 views.
I filmed that on my iPad. Okay.
I doubt that's your, that's definitely not your highest viewed video, but
oh god, no.
Down here at the bottom, and then Ready Man Cards is the, no, I'm just talking about down here at the bottom,
Yeah, no, I
Ready Man Cards has 13 or 2,300.
Yeah.
Battle Box 23, 1,600. You know what? The Battle Box do good, don't they?
At times. Okay. The hard part was subscription box unboxing videos. Way back when with Battle Box, they didn't release their video first and then mail the product. They used to mail their product. So if you got your stuff in and you were one of the first to get it out there, your views went through the roof. So, it's like, okay, but now BattleBox is releasing their own videos, so no one wants to watch them anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're like, okay, well, we already know what's in the box, so why are we going to watch it?
Yeah.
But like that book review, I had no clue what I was doing, dude. And guys, this is for everyone who's starting content. Your first videos are going to suck badly.
Trust me, I know that.
Watch that video. It's like, I am Chris. I am the president of the company to be named later. Today we are bringing you a book. This book has 400 pages. Oh, look, this book has pictures. That's literally my review. But because the book had just been released, it went 600 views overnight.
Wow.
And I was like, there's nothing to this YouTube crap. And I took 6 months off. Seriously, from my first video to my second video, there's a 6 month. 6 month.
Wow.
We're gonna get there, Mrs. Mick. I haven't forgotten. I have not forgotten.
What'd you say?
Torque it.
God, she's such a nut.
Torque it out, Nick.
so you don't turn so red.
If you look at like that channel and you look at the most popular one, that was a blade Gerber had just released, and I was one of the first to get a video out there.
Yeah, and that would be, that to me, I mean, it makes perfect sense on, that would, that's how you get views on something like that is, you got to be first.
You got to be first, and you got to have something people want to watch.
Yep.
And unfortunately, there's always, how can I put it? Bigger, better channels than you will ever be because they've done all this work, they've done whatever. So say you get 100,000 views. A guy who's going to come out and produce the same video that you did because it was channel name and everything else will have 10 million. So don't let that hurt you. Don't let that do whatever. Just keep doing you and keep working forward,
Yep. That video, that little thing I showed you backstage,
Yeah.
I told you I was going to do a review on it. I'm expecting that to actually do pretty good. I'm gonna get with Ken and make sure I got it tagged right. I'm just gonna kind of show him what I got, make sure I got it tagged right and titled right and stuff. And I think I can probably handle the thumbnail on it. I might ask his opinion on it, just to kind of see what he thinks on the thumbnail. But I think that video will do good because of the colors that it comes in. It's it's for anybody, and the size of it. There's also a big one, but the little one is going to be geared towards our community. The big one, which is basically the same thing, it's just bigger.
Yeah.
It's got the same heating element and stuff like that in it, to my knowledge. I'm expecting that video to do good. Now, it might take 6 months before it ever takes off, but that brand is a really popular brand, I have come to find out.
But, bro,
my wife's got the whole set.
There's some of those, like I've told other people, like when you do like store brand beard oils, like Cremo or whatever. They may not hit right away, but over time, they'll build and they'll build and they'll build.
Yep.
Because people are going to want to watch. It's just.
You know what my most viewed video is? Now, it's not very high, but my most viewed actual video is my beard trim, which tells me people are looking up beard trim all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah.
For the longest time, until some other videos knocked it off, that was my most viewed video, a review on a watch.
Wow.
Seriously. I got it in a battle box, as a matter of fact. Their very first ever veteran celebration box. Everything in there was made by a veteran-owned company.
Okay.
And guys, that's part of the Raider Project, which is, I still think, run by Nick Comolatzos, who is also part owner of,
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I had like almost 10,000 views on that watch. Until a little cleaver from Gerber knocked it off with over 22,000.
Isn't that wild? I was literally just now looking at that. Yeah, I was just now looking at that. And that's a pretty recent video, right? Or is there another one?
In the last year.
Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Never mind.
That's my most viewed video, is that Gerber Tri-Tip, I think it's called. It's their little camp pocket cleaver that basically you wear on your belt. You got a mini little cleaver.
Yep. Let's see if I can find it here. If I can find it, I will share the screen. Nope, that's the Kershaw static.
Yeah, but it's amazing what can catch on,
Well, heck, your Gerber flat iron with D2 steel, it's got 6,500 views.
Yeah, because the flat iron was a good thing, but when Gerber originally released it, they screwed it up. Then they came back out and made modifications, and I was one of the first to get a video out. Wow.
That's just, I just think that's really, really cool how that works. I mean, it's kind of strange also, but it's it makes sense, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's one of those weird things. Like, I don't know. Just let me grab it. Random beard oil I grab. You never know. You could be the first one ever who releases like Bandbox Fellow video.
Right.
And people are going to be like, I want to see this. I want to do this. Hey. Easy there, Billy Rogers. Easy.
I can't. I'm on a different screen. What do you say?
No flesh like you, Nick.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have a ton of views, but I mean, it's my most viewed video. Now,
be proud of it.
250 views on a couple of lives, actually. Oh God.
Brian,
that is the most hideous thing ever.
Yes, it is.
Unless you're doing Side Beard Saturday, then it's okay. Because one side it looks like a goatee, the other side it looks like a Van Dyke or something.
Yeah.
But horrible. God. Eric, smart man. Smart man, Eric.
I understand. She's been with you a while. She is a saint. Now, Mrs. Mick, I got to ask you. I got to ask you seriously. I've been wanting to ask you this question. Why did you stay with him after he shot you? That sounds so much worse than it is, guys. If you know the story, you know exactly what I'm saying. For those of you who don't, you don't need to call 911. It wasn't a real bullet, okay?
Oh, God.
Has she ever let you live that down? Like, you know,
it gets brought up at times.
Yeah, like when the weather gets a little colder, she gets that little lip going in. That's because of you bastard. You know, and you're like, yes, dear, I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord. What is, let's see here. Okay, I see. When I read what Ron had said, I thought they might have been talking about something else. But yeah. No, hey, you know what? I can see why people would be curious about that. It's a new beard style. Even though it's ridiculous, it's something new.
Okay, but how many people in like the 70s and 80s ran around with a flock of seagulls hairstyle, you know?
Right?
I'm just saying. Oh my God, I love it. Honestly, I don't know why I stayed with them, but they say paybacks are a bitch. Oh my God, Nick's with one eye open. That's all I'm saying. Palm a blade when you go to bed, brother. You know?
Right. I don't understand. Which I'm confused on this. I would have now, and it still might over time, but Billy Rogers does these great 3-in-1 videos where he pairs a whiskey, a beer, and a beard oil.
Nice.
Dude, them videos they're great, and the idea behind it is fantastic. Which it was there was a peach scent, I believe, from Ferocious, peach crown, and then a beer, some kind of a craft beer that was something peach. And there's other ones too. He's got other ones out there, and they're really good videos. And I would have guessed with them having crown peach in them, just that, it would have blew up by now. And I'm not saying they won't, you know what I mean? I hope they do. But I figured I'm getting impatient. It's not even my video, you know what I mean?
Well, heck, you want impatient? I got Billy coming on my show in about 2 weeks. I've been wanting to talk to him about his job forever. It's not going to be about beard crap. It's going to be about, all right, man, what goes on once that gate goes, you know?
Me, Billy Rogers, Beardius Maximus, his uncle, and now Mac are going to be eating this here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. What, Joe from Kyle and Joe did that with his wife?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think she handled it better than he did.
I wore him out in that video. Oh, God, I wore him out. I just couldn't let it go, you know?
So I've also got this, which the guys are doing theirs tomorrow. I can't reach it.
The Kanashi? Yeah.
So I hope they go ahead and get it done tomorrow. That way I can shoot my video.
I'm going to say it just like this. I was scared of Rob Acker before he did that. All right. When he sat there, it's like pop, pop, and I'm like, ooh, that's that country boy mentality there, you know?
Yeah. So I've been waiting for them guys to do their live before I do my video. I kind of want to watch them, you know.
Oh, dude, I want to see those guys suffer. It's one of those Schadenfreude kind of things, taking a great laugh at someone else's pain. I will admit, I told Johnny Grooms, I had chest pains from laughing at you when you're like, and you could hear him edit everything because he's yelling and screaming.
Yep. I don't know how many guys they've got to do it, but I know there's several. I know there's more than 2 or 3. I mean, I know Johnny's doing it, Gary's doing it, Dagan, Ben Taft, Ken.
Dude, you want to talk about Dagan? That is one impressive beard. The way his mustache sits on top.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to catch hell for this. It reminds me of like a Muppet. Like when he talks and how it moves. It's like, you know, when the Muppets were moving?
Right.
It's impressive as all get out.
Right.
And impressive. What, Mac with the cheese? Not even a full year? And oh my God, his mustache has a beard. It's just like,
yeah.
Oh. Or Liam. It looks like you put 2 rabbits on the side of his head.
If y'all don't see me on social media or YouTube for about a month, then you know I'm trying to hide the body.
He's gonna show up on a video with a My Doodle mask hiding everything, you know. Oh my God.
That's one right there I am in no hurry to do.
Yep, nope.
The reason why that right there is worse than the Little Nitro is because you have to, well, if you're going to complete the challenge, you have to hold it in your mouth for 5 minutes. It's not like something you can chew up and swallow and get the afterburn going on and hurry up and get it over with. You hold that in your mouth for 5 minutes and then you afterburn for 5 minutes too. I think you might have to hold it in your mouth for like 2 minutes or whatever.
I remember the Death Nut Challenge and how it almost killed the Beard Bento guy.
And see, that's another one because you eat it and then you wait. You eat it, you wait. You eat it, you wait. Nope. 5 times. Okay? So I've never done a heat challenge before. That's my first one. So I need to start out with something like this or the one chip, you know? Because, dude, this thing is so tiny.
Yeah.
Like if it gets too hot, look how teeny tiny. I mean, look, there's my finger up next to it.
Look how teeny tiny it is.
I mean, it's
words
little.
Mr. Nick you said for 1,000, Alex. Sorry.
So, and it doesn't, so it says, fully chew this fiery bear and see if you can handle the heat. Can you go a full 5 minutes without relief? So I'm guessing you just chew this up and
chew it up, swallow it, start the timer.
And start the timer. That's the only thing I can think. It doesn't say that there's a time you need to chew it.
Mrs. Mick, I love you. I seriously love you.
She's a mouthy old hag, isn't she?
Oh my God. Holy crap.
Oh God. He said, F that. I'm scared of both. Yeah, I know. I don't doubt that. Oh, and then here's Eric Kennedy backing her up. And E-Rock. Hey, you're offending Brian. Stop that.
Yeah, wait. Mrs. Mick is quick, man. Wow. I'm just saying. She's all ninja gotcha.
You know.
Yeah. You see Tyson's comment? No one needs to challenge you. I've always said you're part freaking, boa constrictor. You just unhinge your damn jaw and you're like, no.
Yeah. I know somebody that could put him down pretty easy as far as consuming food. And it's a kid. But I don't know how I could set that up. But yeah.
See,
I know somebody could put him down.
My first thought is I know a person who could put him down too. Hey, Billy Rogers. So that guy needs a couple honey buns on his commissary account. We're good. Okay.
What are you whining about, dog? Come on.
Even the dog's feeling bad for you. He's like, man,
Right?
beat your ass.
Well, come on. I don't know. She'll come up to my chair and she'll start scratching at me, but she won't jump up here. Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
Did it go away? Okay. It's a dang alarm. I always forget to turn it off before before we start.
All good, bro. Add some ramen. You got it, Billy Rogers.
He said everyone says they can, yet no one does. I can't. I'll be the first to admit. I don't think I could beat you. The only way I could beat you is if we were having an Oreo eating contest, which my wife is probably typing that right now.
See, I thought Mo was going to take him in the cooking challenge. Mo with those big old murder mittens of his.
Right.
He's eating cookies by the handful. Oh.
Dude, that was pretty good right there.
Nice, Eric.
Oh God, we're getting Eric fired up, I guess. So, them cookies that they were eating, though, I got a package of them cookies in the bento box, and they were actually really good. The cookies were amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, you're in.
I don't know if I could eat 6,000 packages of them, but
I'm just saying, don't talk in the middle of an eating challenge. Keep shoveling, you know?
Right.
Which is why Tyson's a little sneaky bastard. Did you see him? He's all...
Yeah, he don't say anything, and then all of a sudden he's done.
Billy, why would you even bring that up? All right? Why? I really don't need to open a package in here. I love my little monsters. Go forth and do good. Yeah, no.
Oh, Lord.
When the Simpsons roast Lady Gaga, you know she's done.
Right. Why do all the things that... Okay, why do all the Simpsons predictions always come true?
Matt Groening is a time traveler. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I don't get it at all. Like, I mean, you got to be right about that. You have to be right about that.
What, Caden? Whatever, go away. You better send me One Piece or I'm killing somebody.
Like, dude, everything, like, and I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time, but there'll be like, and somebody will put it right off the TV.
Yeah.
On an episode or on social media, I mean, and it'll say, 2021, this, and it's really happening. I'm like, oh my God, it's so strange.
See, I remember them back when I was in high school, and they were 30, 45-second short cartoons on the Tracy Ullman show. You'd come back from like the first commercial break, and there's The Simpsons. And then it's like Fox's longest running show.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mick, look, if you beat him with something, no one's going to testify against you. That's all I'm saying. All right. I give my better half crap, but people know me. No, I've got weapons on my side of the bed. I'm ready to defend myself. All right.
After being saved. Good Lord. Oh, God.
Oh, Mick, forgive me for this. Mrs. Mick, you saw him naked and came back for more, so you get what you get. All right? That's all I'm saying.
You deserve what you get. Oh, Lord. She'll have something clever to say. I can hear her in there now. Yeah, I can hear it now. I can almost. I don't know what she'll say, but yeah, dude, it'll be something.
Did we scare Healthy off? He was all, I got some questions.
He went live.
Ball's ass.
He left right when he was in here a while ago. He left out and went live with somebody.
Oh, probably Ken. You know those guys are like.
No, it was who was it?
Oh, don't think too hard, Mick. You'll hurt yourself.
Right? I can't remember who it was now. Man, I've met so many people. I'm getting to where I've been in the community for a pretty good little while now.
Yeah, how's it feel to be an old timer? Huh?
Right?
Huh? Maximus, brother, how are you?
What up, Maximus? Right, yeah, he sent me one too. He sent, during my show, he sent me an invite for whatever live he was doing. Maximus,
damn, Mrs. Mick.
I'm telling you, she's a mouthy old hag, ain't she? Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh damn! Oh, cheeks hurt.
Damn!
Look, and then Martin chimes in. Don't make her head no bigger. Oh God!
Why am I getting visions of Stretch Armstrong? I know I'll never get invited back on his channel after that one.
Oh God! Oh Lord! Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Mrs. Mick, I love you. I got to get you on my show just to like torture your husband all night long. And you'll be live so he can't block you because he's like one of my original wrenches.
Yeah. I was going to say, don't let her in the chat because I'll boot her ass. Oh, God. Oh, God, I had way too many tabs open there. What am I doing? Oh. What's going on, Emmett?
Yeah, I know. He's just treading time till Dave goes. And I know what, Dagan and Ron just went live, I think.
Oh, did they just now go live?
Don't they usually have something on a Saturday night?
Not that I know of. Now, they might have... they might have moved some stuff around because they normally do like Sundays.
Yeah.
But
And
we
they
will
do
look
those-
real quick.
And they do those unboxing videos.
You know what? They are live. So with that, oh shoot, Barbardo Joe and them's live too. So I'll tell you what, Chris, if you're good with it,
Yep.
we will end it here. And
We're
that
good,
way,
brother. Hey,
because I usually end at 7 anyway.
yeah, you're good. Hey, thank you so much for having me on, brother. It was a
Oh,
pleasure to
I
be here.
appreciate you coming on, man. Yeah.
And guys in the chat, hopefully I didn't scar anybody. You know, Jay Cruz asked a question. He had to go run away and go live elsewhere. But yeah, I see you,
Right?
Jay Cruz. I see you.
Maximus, I need to hear about this here at some point. Later, yardstick. Oh God. Oh God.
Everyone,
Kennedy just
everyone,
started
wherever you go on Instagram, make sure you're doing hashtag yardstick. That's all I'm saying. Hashtag yardstick.
You're lucky. Eric, you're lucky my mod's live right now.
All right, before we get too further, you might
All right, fellas, we're going to go ahead and end it here. This has been a great show. If the right people, if a couple of the right people go back and watch this one will hit 1,000. The analytics on it might not be good. They might fast forward to the last 30 minutes, but
Pete, I love you, Marine. Hashtag yardstick.
oh God.
Oh my God.
You know, never mind, I'm not even gonna say that because then it'll happen. So
Yeah.
all right, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and end it here. Y'all check out Beards on Film, and y'all check out Dagan and Ron. I'm pretty sure they're live on Dagan's channel though. But anyway, yeah, y'all go check them guys out. I appreciate everybody for joining, and we will catch everybody next Saturday. Later, fellas.
See you.